Do you want to drastically improve your gut health? Maybe even fix some gut issues that you've been having? Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Stanton, and today I'm going to talk about 5 ways that you can improve your gut health, and I think even a bonus one at the end. So, first of all, I cannot tell you that you have gut issues. That's something for you to decide or you to decide with a doctor. But if you think that it might apply to you, these are some really easy things that you could try that I think could make a just tremendous difference to your gut health. So, the first thing I'll say, before even telling you the first one, first thing I'll say is, if you try these, you'll want to go slowly because your body will need time to adjust. Your gut health is all about your gut bacteria and feeding specific gut bacteria. So if you don't have a lot of them there and then you try to feed them all right away, it's not going to go well for you. So you want to go slowly with this. Okay, that being said, starting off, number 1, first thing to do, I think, if you need to improve your gut health or want to try improving your gut health, is to eat more root vegetables. Both starchy root vegetables like potatoes and sweet potatoes, and also inulin-rich root vegetables like garlic, onions, radish, things like that. And I think the reason why this is so powerful is if you haven't watched my channel before, I'm all about root vegetables. I think root vegetables made us human. I think that we are made to eat root vegetables, and a lot of the reason behind that is that our gut bacteria, the gut bacteria that we seem to be supposed to have, that we colonize redundantly at birth, that human breast milk feeds specific gut bacteria that we're supposed to have throughout our lives. Those gut bacteria seem to eat everything in root vegetables. So I think we're made to eat root vegetables. If you eat more root vegetables, by definition, they'll feed your gut, basically. And like I said, not just starchy root vegetables, but also inulin-rich root vegetables. And I prefer them all cooked for the most part. I can get myself to eat like raw carrots, but for the most part, we're talking roasted vegetables, even things like radish, which most people don't roast. Like even that's good roasted. Speaking of cooking the root vegetables, there's a difference between, in your gut health, there's a difference between eating fiber that's dry and eating fiber that is full of water. If you were to say take fiber supplements dry, they would cause constipation. They would cause gut issues because you took a lot of fiber and it's dry. That's one of the main benefits of eating root vegetables as opposed to grains, is that root vegetables, as a group, root vegetables are much higher in water, and you can cook them so that they retain even more of their water. I like to roast a lot of my root vegetables in a pan, covered, keeping a lot of the water in, and man, it seems to be good for the gut health. So, those are 2 of the main ingredients so far. Root vegetables, both starchy and inulin-rich root vegetables, and keep them full of water. I think that makes a big difference. Beyond that, I think you should add beans to your diet. And like I said, with all of this, go slowly. Your body will need time to adapt. But when you add beans to starchy vegetables, starchy root vegetables in particular, the beans actually have chemicals in them that block starch absorption. So this will help you lower your blood sugar, first of all. It will help you slightly lower your calorie intake. So, you'll get a little bit of weight loss on the side probably. And also, sending the starch from the root vegetables down to the large intestine will feed your gut bacteria even better. So beans plus starchy root vegetables is, I think, stronger than either of them by themselves. So those are the foods I wanted to focus on. Root vegetables, both starchy and inulin rich, cooked so that they retain their water, and also beans. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is exercise. Exercise is good for your gut health. And I think that this actually ties in with the next thing, so I'll just throw that right in there. one of the reasons why I think exercise is good for your gut health is that exercise warms you up. And we know that bacteria do better. Some bacteria do better at warmer temperatures, and some bacteria do better at cooler temperatures. And I think it's reasonable to assume there's not really a lot of data on this, so I could be proven wrong at some point. I don't think I will be. But we know that some bacteria do better at warmer temperatures, and I think that would include our gut bacteria for a few reasons. One, we're made to be up and moving around all the time. We evolved in East Africa, and if I'm right that we're made to eat root vegetables, and even if I'm not, because if you're eating root vegetables, then doing the things that you would do if you were made to eat root vegetables should help those gut bacteria either way. But I think we are made to eat root vegetables. So one of the things about eating root vegetables is if you eat too much starch, not a lot of it is actually converted into fat. A lot of it is burned off as excess heat. So if you were to sit there and eat 2 sweet potatoes, man, you would be full, like really, really full. But you would start to get really hot, not like feverish, just like really hot. Your ears would get hot. You would, want to shed a few layers of clothing. And I think this warmer temperature is actually really good for your gut, which I think is also part of why exercise is really good for your gut, and specifically for your root vegetable eating gut bacteria. So those are the main components. I think in order to improve your gut, center your diet, or not necessarily, but I do. But you can eat more root vegetables, both starchy root vegetables and inulin-rich root vegetables, and make sure they're full of water. Get some beans with them. Exercise. Keep yourself warm. Not uncomfortably warm, but if you're comfortable both in a sweatshirt and without the sweatshirt, maybe try leaving the sweatshirt on. And if you get uncomfortable, then yes, absolutely take it off. But if you keep yourself a little bit on the warm side, that might help improve your gut. Something worth trying. It's free. If it doesn't work, ditch it. Whatever. And the last thing I'll say, the little bonus, is make sure you get a good night's sleep. Like, there's a lot of good evidence to suggest that getting a good night's sleep helps your gut bacteria to produce more of the beneficial chemicals that you want in your body. So I don't want to talk about this too much because we all know that we should be getting a good night's sleep anyway, but just one extra reason why you should get a good night's sleep. It will probably help your gut. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I recapped it, I think, several times while talking because I always talk too much, but whatever. So if you want to know more about why I think we're made to eat root vegetables, I have tons of videos on that. That's what I talk about the most, actually. Most of my videos are about why we're made to eat root vegetables. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I try to respond to every comment that I can. And if you like the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos like this, more videos about root vegetables in the future. And otherwise, always just remember, especially if you want to improve your gut health, to eat your root vegetables. Thank you.